What's up, everybody? I am DJ Kazzeo, and welcome to Talkin All That Kazz. Now, what is Talkin All That Kazz? Real quick, breaking it down, before I even get to that, let me tell you this. You want to know anything, you want to connect with me on social media, go to this address right here, www.djkazzeo.com, alright? All my stuff's up there. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff is up there, okay? Now, for 27 years, over 27 years, I've been hosting a weekly radio show here at 90.9 FM KHTC in Salinas, California. Every one of the shows I've ever done that's in my library is now online. You can go to this address right here, mixcloud.com/DJ_Kazzeo to hear all the shows, all the music, all the interviews, everything. Okay? Now, speaking of interviews, maybe you don't have the time to go to Mixcloud and listen to the full shows, because there's thousands of hours of stuff to listen to. If that's the case, this is what Talkin All That Kazz is for. I've isolated all the interviews, taken the interview clips, put them in video form, and I'm posting them up here on YouTube for you guys to check out in a shorter time, alright? So you can just go, pick out whatever interview you want to check out, and here it is, okay? So, without further ado, let's see what I got in store for you this time around. I always feel like that's like a total like regal royalty entrance when I hear that, man.
I honestly think it's like blaxploitation, like something from a 70s movie.
Could be.
Yeah,
could be.
That's
but hey, you know what, man? We are joined. By the way, you're listening to 90.9 FM KHTC Radio Bilingüe right now.
Mm-hmm.
We are joined right now by a very special guest.
Yes, we are.
He goes by the name of Dear Derrick. Dear Derrick, what's up, my man?
What's going on, man? What's going on, Kaz?
We're good, man. Myself and my co-host V-Dog, we're here.
Mm-hmm.
V-Dog, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Dear Derrick? How you doing today?
Everything's smooth, man. Just another day in COVID life.
Yeah. Man. But you know what? It seems like after this past Saturday night, the air seems a little bit better, you know?
Yeah, the weather's been great. I'm in New York. The weather's been great. I got a lot of friends out west, so they've been saying that the weather's great out there too. So that's a blessing.
Well, I was referring to the climate of the country now that we know for sure that
man.
that
you know that was a sure win. That was a sure win.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That was getting a little bit out of control.
Hey,
was getting a little out of control.
So
that was a sure win.
So being out there in New York, man, I got to ask you. So what's the people's mind state now that the curfew went back to 10 p.m.?
Oh, right now in New York, there is no curfew.
Well, no. Cuomo just announced today that the curfew went back to 10 p.m.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
Whoa, thanks for the update. Well, excuse me, but the last time we had the lockdown, the climate was very responsible. Just to be honest, just to be like 1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the whole New York. Like they definitely was responsible. We didn't have too many bug out moments, except for when the weather kind of got nice.
Right.
Everybody kind of got a little bit, ahead of themselves. But other than that, we've the 5 boroughs, from what I can tell, like we've been very cooperative.
That's good, man. That's good. So you're out in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn.
So
I'm from Brooklyn.
I gotta ask, man. The name Dear Derrick. Where does Dear Derrick come from? Because that's not exactly your typical rap name.
Oh, the name Dear Derrick comes from basically it's like a letter to myself. So it's like me writing a letter to myself. So these rap songs and etc. All that I do under the moniker of Dear Derrick is me writing a letter to myself. So Dear Derrick.
So you're more going along the premise of like introspection.
Yeah, that too. But first the name came about. The first part of the name was Dear Derrick and the Band, and with Dear Derrick and the Band, it was basically there was no band. The band was basically the people that I came across that helped me in my life. That's my band.
Uh-huh.
So I shortened it by just saying Dear Derrick. So I guess it's kind of like what you could say. Yeah, it's kind of like introspective, kind of like introspective writing sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Got you, man. Got you. So I know because I was on a conference call with you a couple weeks back, and I know that you got a new album that's about ready to come out. I believe it's either coming out the end of this year or the first part of next year, right?
Yeah, I got a new record right now. It's called Super Thought. That's the name of the album. It's going to be told in like a series of a book. The first chapter is called Post-Dice Depression, How Do I Bang Boom? The first single that we rocking right now is Do Yourself a Favor.
Right.
And then I got another follow-up one. I'm probably going to have like 5 singles off of this record. And this record is a conceptual interactive art piece as well. So as we travel through the first song, we'll get into the Do Yourself a Favor record is basically just to get warmed up to the concept that I'm about to present.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So, one of the things that you mentioned when we were on the conference call a couple weeks ago and found it very interesting. So tell me about how the connection with Mark Live, Mark Rippin, and Kool Keith came about.
Yeah, so just Mark Live. So Kool Keith works with Mark Live works with Kool Keith on Dr. Octagon and Dr. Duo, a bunch of those albums, those classic albums. He's also from that legendary Bronx rap group Raw Breed from back in the 90s with Rabbit Stew.
Right.
So his production came about, I think I met him through my lawyer, actually, and he was running around with Ice-T, and he was doing the art of rap, so he's Ice-T's hype man. And, yeah, we just bonded from the moment one, and he was like, yo, I still make tracks, and then it was just magic from there, and I got maybe 27 pieces of wonderful material with this man.
Well, it's interesting to me because knowing the how good the Raw Breed, the first Raw Breed album.
Oh, come on, that album is fire.
Was bananas, but I'm not gonna lie, the second album that was on Warner Brothers. And
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either.
Yeah, the first one's fire.
Yeah,
fire. You can't even hold it.
I tell you, my favorite one off the first album was the Rampage, Out of Control.
Come on.
I mean, you can't beat that.
You're gonna make me find a Rabbit Stew instrumental, and we're gonna have to do an exclusive.
I'm telling you, man. I would love maybe a 1 minute intro or something if you want to do someone for the show. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm gonna hit Mark. We're gonna connect because that's it. This is one thing that this whole project is about is like connecting back to hip hop.
Right.
Not just by sonic sound, also by conversation. Like not just by I got this single out, check out my single. Nah. Just this conversation is the root of some of the roots of the project. Is talking about hip hop. Let your music talk about hip hop. Let your music remind people of other hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
That's economic.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, my man V-Dog here, I believe he's got a question for you.
What's going on, V?
How's it going, man? I'm sorry. Look,
he was looking up some statistics on your previous materials.
I have been.
I caught him off guard.
Yes, he did. No,
I was like, put the computer down, man.
No, I had my phone, but no, I'm not. I really am looking at statistics. Yes, not statistics, but just cool. Trying to get a history and everything like that. I apologize not being completely familiar with your music, because Kazz will just bring people in that I'm not used to hearing or don't necessarily hit my circle, but I'm always open-minded.
I break music.
Yeah, that's a fact. Guys, definitely great music. Yeah. Nah, I gotta tell you, V, I'm fired. I'm absolutely fired. Take a listen.
Oh yeah, no, definitely will. I appreciate that. That's cool. So, can I ask then, what are some of your biggest influences, like going into music, or is there any new artists that influence you today that you're like, man, I got to keep this going? Because I'm sure it sounds like you've been in the game for a minute.
Man. Yeah, like, you know, one of the new artists that I love from Brooklyn, he's also from Brooklyn, is ABG Neal. He's, I love ABG Neal. I love a lot of the new energy that comes out. But as far as me, with my influences, you know, typical, you know, Coogee rap, Nas, that type of vibe.
Yes.
More than Nas. And then, you know, I gravitated to Tupac.
Okay. Yes.
After you grow, and then, you know, maybe the Shine instead of the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I like hip hop. I
know that works. Huh?
That's interesting. I've never heard anyone say that Shine was an influence.
Yeah, that's a first. That is true.
I've never heard that before.
Well, because he is the so-called transition from, in the metaphor of the dreamy story of hip-hoppers, where they say, I come from the street. He's also a good dreamy story of somebody who comes from the street. And, you know, one can say X, Y, and Z about how his exit out of hip-hop for a moment was. But he's pretty, that's a pretty classic moment.
Hey, no doubt, man. I'm not knocking you, man. I'm saying, man, that's just that was the first time for me.
Yeah, me too.
I never heard that before. But hey, man,
nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
That's actually good. No, I kind of like that though. I like the the left field there because sometimes these artists are underappreciated, and it's good to that somebody's paying attention, and it makes I got to pay attention now. So
yeah, you know what it is? It's like I connect. There's a project I released a few years back called More Reality, Less Art.
All right.
And it's on like Spotify and things like that, Apple and those things. But it was me basically trying to make a statement, basically saying, yo, sometimes people's life stories is even better than the art. And sometimes that's the key to art sometimes. Is having a mystical life or a wonderful life. And that's only the universe can do that. So you could want to be anything you want.
That's true.
If the universe don't deem you as that, then that's not going to be that.
Exactly, man.
That's
exactly.
True.
Hey, bro. So before we let you go, why don't you let people know about all your social media, and then we can drop the do yourself a favor.
Yeah, yo, you can check me out on. Well, I only use Twitter and Instagram, so you can follow me on Instagram, DD Wi-Fi. That's 2 D's, the word Wi-Fi, W-I-F-I, DD Wi-Fi on Instagram and Twitter. That's where you can follow me. Check out my new single, Do Yourself a Favor, Dear Derrick, Only Popcorn.
There you go, man. Well, hey, man, we really appreciate you taking the time to call in tonight. I'm for sure going to be in touch with you, not only for some drops, but like I was saying, maybe have you do a little intro for the show or something.
Yeah, as soon as you're done, just contact me. I'll text the number. We'll set it up, dude. I'll get Edition. Shout out to DJ Edition, man. We'll set it up. I would love to do that.
I clown on Edition a lot because he's a Patriots fan, but he's a hardworking cat, man.
You gotta chill.
Come on. I clown on him over the Patriots because, I got hostility towards the Patriots going back to the Tuck rule. So, it's just a bad thing to bring up around me.
The Patriots. Oh my God. How are they doing this year? They're not good.
I think they like 3-5 now, maybe, or
they're not good this year.
No.
Celebrating.
Well, I am celebrating. I'm definitely celebrating, and I'm gonna. Every time they lose, I text Edition and I let them know.
Edition on the record, I had your back. On the record, I had your back.
Oh man, it's all love though, man.
I wasn't with I got your back, Edition.
But hey, man, once again, man, thank you so much for calling in, and I'm gonna be in touch with you in a little while. All right.
Yo, please do. Blessings, King. Yo, I got new music, more coming. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for being on the show.
Word, man.
90.9. Dear Derrick, we here. Let's do it again.
All right, man. We'll do it for sure, man. Talk to you soon, all right?
All right. Blessings.
Peace.
Peace.